Hi everyone, welcome to class 8 rational numbers topic. Dear children, in previous session we have discussed about closure property. Is it? What is a closure property? If you take any two rational numbers and if you add those two rational numbers, if you get the result also a rational number, that is a closed under addition. Like that we have discussed. Yes. So closure property under addition, in the case of rational numbers, it is satisfied. Under subtraction, it is not satisfied. Is it? Under multiplication, it is satisfied. Under division, it is not satisfied. Is it? So now in this session, we are going to discuss another property related to rational numbers. Okay. So before going to the topic, I would like to tell one example related to it. That is, so for example, to do some actions in our daily life, we need to follow some order. Is it? For example, if you want to withdraw money from an ATM, how will you withdraw? What is the procedure? First you have to go to ATM, then you have to insert our ATM card in the machine, then you have to withdraw. Is it? So without inserting the ATM card, is it possible to withdraw the money? No. So here we have to follow some order to get money. And let me take another example, that is, for example, if you are going to do a homework of today's homework, for example, Telugu is today's homework. So here we can do first maths homework, next Telugu homework, or else first Telugu homework, then we can complete maths homework. Here no need to follow order, that is based on our wish. Is it clear? So like this, in numbers also, in rational numbers also, in some cases we need to follow order, whether it is order is required or not to simplify it. Okay. So why do we use these properties usually? We use these properties for simplification. Yes, to make simplifications easy, we use these properties like closure property, commutative property, associative property, and all. Is it? We are going to discuss commutative property under 4 binary operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Is it clear? Now, so first we are going to check for whole numbers. Commutative property for 4 binary operations. What are those binary operations? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Okay. First and foremost, whole numbers. Already you are learned in previous classes, 7th class and 6th class. Is it? Just we recall about those. Okay. So closure property, commutative property under addition, whole numbers. See, let us consider any two numbers like 5 and 2. Okay. So 5 plus 2 is how much? 7. If you change order also, the result is 7 itself. So what can we say? So closure property under addition is satisfying. Yes. Now subtraction. For example, I am taking two numbers such that 4, 0. 4 minus 0 is 4 itself. 0 minus 4 minus 4. Are these two results the same? No. So here 4 is not equal to minus 4. So is commutative property holds good under subtraction in the case of whole numbers? No. So it is not satisfying. Like this. That means in the case of subtraction here, you have to follow some order. Then only the result is same. Now if you go through the multiplication, in the case of multiplication, 8 into 5. For example, if you consider two numbers 8 into 5, 8 into 5 is 40. If you change order, 5 into 8 also 40. Is it? 8 5 are 40, 5 8 are 40. Here it is satisfying. So Commutative property under multiplication holds good in the case of whole numbers. So whole number satisfies commutative property under multiplication. Now if we see on a division, like any two numbers, like for example 8 and 2. So 8 by 2 is what is the quotient? 4. And if I take 2 by 8, we are getting 2 by 8 is equal to 1 by 4. Is 4 is equal to 1 by 4? No. So here 4 is not equal to 1 by 4. Is 4 is not equal to 1 by 4. So it is not holds good. So whole numbers does not satisfy commutative property under division. Is it clear? So it is not visible. So 8 by 2 is equal to 4 and 2 by 8 is equal to 1 by 4. So here 4 is not equal to 1 by 4. That means 8 by 2 is not equal to 2 by 8. So that whole numbers does not satisfy commutative property under division. So it is only satisfying in the case of addition and multiplication. So how can you generalize it? For example, commutative property here we can generalize it like this. If a plus b is equal to b plus a, where a comma b are whole numbers here. Okay, then it is satisfying. But a minus b is not equal to b minus a, where a comma b are whole numbers. So in the case of addition and multiplication only, commutative property holds good for whole numbers. Now shall we check for integers? Okay dear children, now we discuss commutative property whether satisfies by integers or not under 4 different operations. Okay, first of all addition. First operation is addition. So addition operation examples and remarks. So in the case of addition I am taking 5 comma minus 2 are the integers. Okay, integers are denoted by z. Now addition means I have to add these two. 5 plus minus 2. How much? Yes, that means 5 minus 2, that is equal to 3. Is it clear? Now I am changing order and adding. So minus 2 plus 5. In this case also it is 3. So 5 plus of minus 2 is equal to minus 2 plus 5 is equal to 3. So result is same. So that integers are satisfying commutative property under addition. Is it? Now if you take out, consider subtraction. Another operation is subtraction. Okay, for this I am taking one example, that is 3 comma 2. Okay, 3 comma 2 are the integers, 2 integers. Now 3 minus 2 is plus 1. 2 minus 3 is minus 1. So are these results same? Difference is same? No. Therefore 3 minus 2 is not equal to 2 minus 3. So that integers are not satisfying commutative property under the operation subtraction. So it is wrong. It is satisfying only in the case of addition. Now what are the other two operations? Multiplication and division. Okay, we will look at multiplication and division. Okay, now note down. Okay, now let us see the remaining two operations, multiplication and division. In that, take any one example, like for example 4 comma 2 are integers. Is it? Or else take minus 4 comma 2 are 2 integers. Okay. Now multiplication, minus 4 into 2. How much? Minus into plus, minus 4 into 2, 8. Okay, I am changing order. So 2 into minus 4, that is equal to minus 8. It is satisfying or not? Therefore minus 4 into 2 is equal to 2 into minus 4. It is true. So that integer satisfies commutative property under multiplication. Is it? Now in the case of division, let me take both the same example, that is minus 4 comma 2 are integers. Division, minus 4 divided by 2 is how much? Result is minus 2. Negative number by positive number is negative number. 2 2 is 4. Now 2 divided by minus 4, result is negative number only, but we get 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2. Are these same? No. Therefore, minus 4 divided by 2 is not equal to 2 divided by minus 4. So the commutative property under division is not satisfying in the case of integers. Okay, is it clear? So integers are following commutative property only under addition and multiplication. In the case of subtraction and division, integers are not satisfying commutative property. So these are easy, already we have learned in the previous classes. Now in this class 8, we are going to whether rational numbers satisfy this commutative property under 4 different operations or not, we will check now. Okay, dear children, now rational numbers are following commutative property under 4 different operations or not, we are going to check. Is it? We are going to check it. In that case, addition. In the case of addition, let us consider 2 rational numbers. What are the rational numbers? Numbers which are able to write are expressed in the form of p by q, where q is not equal to 0 and p comma q are integers. Such type of numbers are called rational numbers. So that I am considering 5 by 3 comma minus 2 by 9 are the 2 rational numbers. Now add them. Okay. So find out 5 by 3 plus minus 2 by 9. Okay. We know already how to simplify fractions. Okay. In earlier classes already we have learnt in 7th, 6th classes. Is it? Now see what is the LCM of 3 comma 9? 9. So in 9 3 table, 3 divides 9 3 times. Yes, 3 3s are 9. So 5 into 3. 15 plus 9 divides 9 one time, so minus 2 into 1 minus 2. So now 15 plus into minus 2 by 9. So 15 minus 2 13 by 9. Is it there? Now I changed order and I am adding. Okay, that is minus 2 by 9 plus 5 by 3. Okay, is it clear? Now what is the LCM of 9 comma 3? LCM of 9 comma 3, 9 itself, because 3 1s are 3, 3 3s are 9, 3 1s are 3, 1 3 into 3 9. Okay. So 9 divides 9 one time. So minus 2 into 1 plus 3 divides 9 3 times. So 5 into 3. So minus 2 into 1 minus 2 plus sign 5 into 3 15. And if you simplify, how much you get? 15 minus 2 13 by 9. So here condition satisfied, that is 5 by 3 minus 2 by 9 is equal to minus 2 by 9 plus 5 by 3. So if you change the order also, the final result is same. Is it? 13 by 9, 39 by 9. So from this what can we conclude? We can conclude that rational numbers satisfies commutative property under addition. For suppose if you have taken the first number as a and the second number as b, then for all a comma b belongs to rational numbers. We know that rational numbers are denoted by q, quotient numbers already we discussed in introduction class itself. Then a plus b is equal to b plus a. So this is called commutative property. Most important point. Is it clear? Right. Now, so similarly we have to check for subtraction, multiplication and division also. Dear children, now whether rational numbers follows commutative property under subtraction or not, we will check now. Okay. For that, let us consider 2 rational numbers, 2 by 3 and 7 by 8, which are in the form of p by q. So now we have to subtract. Now subtract them. Then it becomes 2 by 3 minus 7 by 8. Here LCM of 3 comma 8 is there is no common factor, so that their product is the LCM. So 3 into 8 24. Okay, 3 into 8 24. So 24 is the LCM. So 3 divides 24 8 times. So 2 into 8 16 minus 8 divides 24 3 times. So multiply 7 by 3 21. The difference is how much? Minus 5 by 24. Am I correct? So a bigger number have minus sign. So that the 16 minus 21 minus 5. Next time. 7 by 8 minus 2 by 3. Change the order and subtract. Whether we get same result or not, we will check. See. So same LCM is 24. 8 divides 24 3 times. So 7 into 3 21 minus 3 divides 80 24 in 8 times. So 2 8 are 16. The result is 5 by 24. Now compare these two results. Are they same? No. Therefore 2 by 3 minus 7 by 8 is not equal to 7 by 8 minus 2 by 3. That means for all a comma b belongs to rational numbers, okay, a minus b is not equal to b minus a. What is the meaning of it? Rational numbers does not hold commutative property under subtraction. So commutative property does not hold good under subtraction for rational numbers. Okay. So if you want to check, take two more pair of rational numbers. Take one more pair of rational numbers and check whether the difference is same or not by changing their order. Okay. Then we can conclude it. Now we will check commutative property under multiplication. Okay. Take two rational numbers like 3 and minus 5 by 7. Okay. Find the product. 3 into minus 5 by 7 gives us, yes, take it as 3 by 1 into minus 5 by 7. Multiply numerator into numerator. 3 into minus 5 by 1 into 7. Denominator into denominator. 1 into 7. So 3 into minus 5 minus 15. Is it plus into minus minus 3 5 is 15. By 1 into 7 7. So let it be. Now change order. First I am taking minus 5 by 7 into 3. So minus 5 by 7 into 3 can be written as 3 by 1. Is it? Now same. Minus numerator into numerator. Minus 5 into 3 by denominator into denominator. 7 into 1. So minus into plus minus. 5 3 is 15 by 7 1 is 7. Okay. Now observe the results. We got the products same or not? Yes. Therefore, what can you conclude? 3 into minus 5 by 7 is equal to minus 5 by 7 into 3. So, result is same. Here, multiplication is commutative in the set of rational numbers. Yes. If you want, you can check for one more example like minus 1 by 2 into minus 3 by 5 is equal to minus 3 by 5 into minus 1 by 2. Are these equal or not? If this product is equal or not, we have to check. Okay. So from this what can you conclude? For all a comma b belongs to rational numbers, then their product a into b is equal to b into a. That means multiplication is commutative in the set of rational numbers. In the case of rational numbers and commutative property, addition is commutative in the set of rational numbers. Yes. Subtraction is not commutative in the set of rational numbers, and multiplication is commutative in the set of rational numbers. Is it? So addition and multiplications are satisfied, but subtraction is not satisfied. Is it? Now we will check division, whether division is commutative in the set of rational numbers or not. So for that, take two rational numbers 7 by 3 and 14 by 9. Our wish. Okay. So here division. So first I am dividing 7 by 3 by 14 by 9. Is it? So how to divide we know already. We have learned in lower classes itself. So 7 by 3 into, when we want to change the division symbol to multiplicative symbol, then we have to write the reciprocal of 14 by 9. That is 9 by 14 and simplify. Okay. How to simplify? Numerator into numerator. 7 into 9 by denominator into denominator. 3 into 14. Now is it possible to simplify? Yes. 7 by 14 2 times. 7 divided 3 1 are 3 3 are 9. 7 1 are 7 2 are 14. 3 1 are 3 3 are 9. So 1 into 3 3 by 1 into 2 2. So 3 by 2. It is a rational number, is it? Now change the order. 14 by 9 divided by 7 by 3. Okay. Then 14 by 9 keep as it is. If you want to change divide it, if you want to divide it, we want to change the symbol. convert into multiplicative, convert into product form, then 7 by 3 becomes 3 by 7. Okay, now again same process, multiplication, 14 into 3 by 9 into 7 and simplify. 3 1 jar, 3 3 jar, 7 1 jar, 7 2 jar. So here 2 into 1, 2 by 3 into 1, 3. Now see the results. Here 3 by 2 and here we got 2 by 3. Are these same? No. That means 7 by 3 is divided by 14 by 9 is not equal to 14 by 9 divided by 7 by 3. So these are not equal. Yes. That means division is not commutative in the set of rational numbers. So rational numbers are not satisfies commutative property under division. Okay. So like this we have to check. So what is the purpose of these properties? We can simplify very easily when they are given mathematical expressions. For example, see 7 by 3 divided by 14 by 9 they are given. Okay, you got 3 by 2. But if they give 14 by 9 and divided by 7 by 3, we got 2 by 3. Okay, this is not satisfying, so this is okay, let it be. In the case of addition, if you take in previous example, we got their result like this. Okay, for example, minus 2 plus 3, we got 1. In next question also, if they give 3 plus minus 2, no need to simplify. Okay, no need to take time, just blindly you can write answer. Yes, because we know that all integers satisfies commutative property. Okay, under addition. That means addition is commutative under in the case of integers. So no need to simplify, we can write direct. Okay, so like this we can use the properties of these rational numbers or natural numbers or whole numbers to simplify the given mathematical expressions, and also to solve some big problems we use these small properties to simplify very easily. Is it clear? So in next session we discuss associative property clearly in the set of rational numbers. I hope you clear this concept. Complete the given assignment.